Hello everyone. Today I will tell you about a movie where a man falls in love with a hairdresser and comes up with a plan to make the woman fall in love with him. And it's a movie called The Hairdresser's Husband. Antoine decided to cut his own hair. He remembers the day when his mother knitted him and his brother woolen swimming trunks. They were very uncomfortable, and he developed severe skin irritation. Antoine was very angry with his mother, but over time he realized that it helped him take care of his hygiene. There was a hairdresser in the city where a woman worked. She did not have a husband, but she had many lovers. At a family dinner, the father asks the brothers what they want to be when they grow up. The older brother talks about a good career, but Antoine only wants one thing: to become the husband of a hairdresser. The father does not approve of this choice and slaps him. From that day on, this dream only took root in Antoine's head.
J'avais gagné. Plus tard, je serai le mari d'une coiffeuse.
Time passes. Antoine began to go to the same hairdresser. During this time, the hairdresser has changed. Now it is run by Matilda, who loves to wear a beautiful red dress. One day, Antoine asks the girl to sign him up for a haircut, but he is told that she is currently waiting for another man. Antoine's mind flashes back to his father's old conversation. He compared girls to a crossword puzzle, and the more difficult the riddle, the sweeter the final result. Antoine decided to find out which man should come to Matilda, but no one ever came. Antoine wonders if she specifically said that she was busy. After all, after so many years, Antoine fell in love with the hairdresser again. 25 minutes later, Antoine can no longer stand aside and enters the hairdresser again. This time, the woman is ready to cut his hair. Mathilde asks questions about the haircut, but Antoine's head is far from being filled with his hairstyle, because of which he simply answers yes to all the questions. Antoine closes his eyes and remembers the day when he came to the hairdresser and saw a woman who left this world. Opening his eyes, Antoine immediately asks if Matilda is ready to marry him. This question astounded the girl, and she said nothing more. Before leaving, Antoine apologizes for his impudence. However, closer to the evening, he followed where Matilda lives and sat down on the stairs next to her house, watching the light from the window. He remembers his father, who was convinced that any dream can be realized. After waiting for his hair to grow back, Antoine returns to the hairdresser. Matilda is now busy with another client. She is very polite and starts the conversation herself. But when Antoine waited for his turn, Matilda said nothing more, but simply did her job, after which she remembers Antoine's words, and to his surprise, she is ready to accept his proposal. In just a second, Antoine realized that his dream had come true. The couple sits down on the sofa and says their names. They immediately begin to discuss where they will live, as well as how to spend their life together. The wedding is about to begin. Antoine's parents, having learned that their son had decided to marry a hairdresser, refused to come to the wedding. Only his brother came to Antoine with his wife and a friend. The brother knew very well what Antoine wanted most of all. That is why he gave them swimming trunks that their mother had previously sewn for them. Seeing such a gift, everyone starts laughing, but that is not all. The mother sent a photo of little Antoine with his father, since he left this world. During the celebration, a man comes into the hairdresser. He interrupts the fun and asks to shave his beard, since people call it bad. Realizing that he came at an inopportune time, the man apologizes and wants to leave. However, Matilda asks him to stop and does her job without even taking money for it. The man looks in the mirror and says that now he looks even worse than with a beard, after which he leaves. Then everyone continues to have fun and dance, but Antoine hopes that time will pass very quickly and all the guests will leave, leaving him and Matilda alone. They have arranged a very short honeymoon to start family life as soon as possible. Now Antoine also works at the hairdresser's. One day, a man runs into the hairdresser's and quickly sits down in a chair, as if he is trying to hide from someone. A woman enters after him. She approaches the man and a quarrel begins between them. The man says that she is his wife. After a small quarrel, the woman leaves. The man says that they live well, but his wife is still jealous of all the girls. He apologizes for disturbing them with family squabbles and leaves the hairdresser's. After waiting for the end of his work shift, Antoine locks the hairdresser's and approaches Matilda to spend time together. Matilda is very afraid that one day the day will come and Antoine will stop loving her. After some time, a girl comes to the hairdresser's with her son. She says that she adopted him and does not advise adopting other children. The The boy cowers under a chair, but Antoine quickly finds a common language with the boy. Having turned on his favorite song, Antoine begins to dance. The boy quickly calms down and allows her to cut his hair. During the dance, Antoine reasons that it is good that they do not have children, otherwise Matilda's figure could have deteriorated. Time passed, and they still did not have friends, but they can spend time on living together, and this is the most important thing. Antoine invites his wife to dance, where he offers to buy a lottery ticket. He is sure that they will be lucky and they will win a lot of money that can be spent on traveling around the world. One day, a man comes to them who says that he had many girls and none of them could linger in his memory. Closer to the night, the couple decides to drink alcohol and notice that all the bottles are empty. Antoine gets the idea to drink colognes. Matilda thinks that this could be dangerous, but Antoine assures her that he has already drunk colognes and is fine.
C'est pas mauvais? Donne-moi une cigarette.
Un petit tour de danse d'abord.
At the first rays of the sun, Matilda realizes that working hours are about to begin and the hairdresser's is very dirty. Later, the couple visits their friend who lives in a nursing home. He says that when a person gets old, they begin to look much deeper than usual. He had a cat, but due to the negligence of the staff, it died. To avenge his friend, he dirties the bed every day, after which he asks how their hairdresser's is thriving. The man jokingly says that every day when he approaches this gate, it seems to him that he can go wherever he wants. But he understands that his time is coming to an end, and the nursing home is the only place where he is left to live. And Antoine and Matilda must live a happy life and at least sometimes remember their friend. Having finished the conversation, the friends say goodbye. A couple of days later, when all the visitors have left, Matilda approaches Antoine and they spend time together. Then she runs away into the rain. Turning around, Matilda looks intently at Antoine because it was the last day of her life. A few hours later, her body was found on the seashore. There was a note in her pocket. She didn't want to live to see the day when Antoine would stop loving her, and now in his memory, she will always remain young and beautiful. It would seem that Antoine's life should have collapsed, but he still receives clients at the hairdresser's. He even dances with them because his consciousness could not survive the tragedy, and he is sure that very soon Matilda will return from the store and will be able to cut everyone's hair. So the film comes to an end. Subscribe to the channel if you liked the video. Do not forget to leave your comments. See you very soon. Bye.